अश्वत्थेवो निषदनं पर्णेवो वसतिष्कृता गोबाज इत्किलासतः yet sanavata purusham. Very, very beautiful Yajurveda mantra. This is Yajurveda 35/4. The same mantra also comes in Yajurveda 12th chapter. Paramatma gives a very, very beautiful message to all of the humanity in this mantra. God uses the word Ashwathe. Ashwathe, the word is also coming in Bhagavad Gita. I made a video, I think around 1 year back, I think 15th chapter, if I'm not wrong. The same word used by Sri Krishna and Vyasmuni to indicate about the anityata of this sansar. The same concept Almighty God is explaining here. See, based on the Almighty God's knowledge only, Sri Krishna and Vyasmuni also derived knowledge. Because knowledge is never gained unless it is given by Paramatma. So Paramatma says, Ashwathe. Shvaha means tomorrow. Ashwaha means not sure of tomorrow. Today you are existing. Today your body is healthy. Tomorrow you may not exist. You may not exist in this universe, or your body may not exist like as it is today. Like you are walking on the road, suddenly you fell down, break your leg or break your arms. It's possible. So anything can happen. Paramatma uses the word, you remember, hey Jivatma, remember the word Ashwathe. Anitya Sansar, this universe itself is Anitya. Leave about you. So we must remember two words from this mantra. In fact, three. Third one I will come back. The two words which we must remember is Ashwathe Parne. Ashwatha means, we can say a people tree is there, and Parne means patta. This sansar is like Anitya Sansar. Tomorrow it will exist or not. From your point of view, tomorrow the world may exist or may not exist. So that's why the world is called as Ashwathe in this mantra by Paramatma. And Parne Vahani Shadanam. In this Anitya Sansar, just like a leaf which is fixed to the tree, your life is fixed to this sansar today. And the leaf of the tree is always swaying in the wind. We are also swaying in the wind of our karma phal. We are doing different karmas. We are getting different karma phal on a daily basis. We are also swinging. We do not know what karma will come and hit us at what point of time. The leaf may fall down at any point of time. The leaf may tear away at any point of time. Our sharir can be torn away by our karma phal. Anything can happen at any point of time. So Paramatma says, this sansar is Ashwataha and your sharir also is Ashwataha. You are residing Ni Shadanam Vasatishkrita. Paramatma ne Krita. Paramatma, what he did? He made you to be stable inside your body. The leaf is fixed to the tree. So similarly, you are fixed to your body and your body is in this sansar. And your body is living in this sansar which is made from Panchabhuta. So God is giving a very important message. Anitya Sansar. The Sansar is Anitya. Your Sharir also is Anitya. Like the Buddhist philosophy mentions one beautiful shloka. They mention Anityam Anityam Sarvam Anityam Kshanikam Kshanikam Sarvam Kshanikam. Momentary. Everything is, first of all, is temporary, and not only temporary, it's momentary. Of course, the further part of the shlokas are not according to Vedas, but this is very clearly matching with the Vedas. The sansar is Anitya. Anityam Anityam Sarvam Anityam. The sansar is Anitya and your body is also Anitya. Kshanika means you do not know when what will happen to you. At what time anything can happen to you. You may suddenly become rich person. You may suddenly become bankrupt. You may suddenly get into accident. Your parents may die. Your wife may die. Your daughter, son, everybody. Any point of time anything can happen. So this is so Anitya. So Paramatma is not giving this knowledge for us to get frightened. Paramatma is giving this knowledge for us to understand the Yathartha Gyan. For us to understand the reality. The moment our mind is fixed on reality, we can be away from sorrows. We can be away from all the problems in this world. But it's not easy. It's impossible. Why it is not easy? The Because we are not following what Paramatma is asking us to follow in this mantra. I'll explain this mantra. Beautiful mantra. See, it's a very small mantra. Ashwatevo Nishadanam. I will copy paste the lyrics in my WhatsApp channel, also in the description. So Ashwatevo Nishadanam Parne Vah Vasatihi. तुम्हारा निवास स्थान कौन सा है? What is your house? You are Jivatma. You are not this body. You live inside this body. This body is Anitya. This Sansar is Anitya, but you are not Anitya. You are living inside this Anitya body, but you do not know. Because of Ajnanata, because of Avidya, if I was just remembering this mantra in the morning, that's why I thought of making a video. So because of my Ajnanata, I was just recollecting what activities I did yesterday, what activities I did 2 days back. Almost 90% of my activities are as if that I am going to be eternally stable in this universe. The activities what I do on a daily basis, when I count on it, that is this going to help me to attain moksha? Many of the activities are not related to moksha. So similarly, you also analyze your life. How many activities you are doing in a day which are related to Anitya Sansar? How many activities you are doing in a day which are related to Nitya Paramatma and Jivatma? Then you will understand that 99.999 or maybe 100%, most of our 100% of our activities are related to Anitya Sansar. We are doing those activities to find sthirata in this Anitya Sansar. So यहाँ पर संसार ही स्थिर नहीं है. This संसार itself is Anitya. Why we are doing so much of activities to find sthirata here? This is the question. So that's why God says in this mantra, Yat Purusham. Jis Paramatma ne Yat Purusham. Purusham means here Paramatma. Paripurna, Sarvatra Paripurna Paramatma. Jisme koi kami nahi hai. There is no shortcomings in that Paramatma. There is no darkness in that Paramatma. There is no unhappiness, sadness, dukkha, sorrow, misery, pain in Paramatma. That is why he is called as Purusham. And that Paramatma is also called as Purush because Paramatma is Sarvatra, omnipresent in this Anitya Sansar. Paramatma is Nitya. Just like we are Nitya, we are living in this Anitya body. Paramatma is Nitya, he is living in this Anitya Sansar. But that's why he is called as Purusham, and Jivatma is also called Purusham. But in this mantra, Yat Purusham, जिस परमात्मा ने इस संसार को बनाया उसको सेवन करो. सेवन करो means consume that Paramatma's knowledge. What knowledge? Go baja hai. Paramatma's knowledge. Go means Vedvani. By understanding the Vedvani in this sansar, you can understand that this sansar is this also is Ved mantra. The Ved mantra itself says this sansar is Anitya. So how I understand, how anybody would have understood, how Vyasmuni understood this sansar is Ashwata, based on the Vedas knowledge. How Buddha got the understanding that everything is Shanika, momentary, he listened from his Acharya. Of course, Buddha did not learn Vedas because when he was walking somewhere and then he saw that animals were killed and then tortured, then he asked why you are doing this. Then that person answered, Vedas asked us to do this. Cut the animals and put the flesh in the yajna. So immediately he started hating Vedas without understanding what is there in Vedas. There is no concept of this kind of killing animal and putting in yajna in Vedas. But without reading Vedas, he started hating Vedas. So that's why Paramatma says, Sanavata go baja hai. सेवन करो उस परमात्मा का सेवन करो. Paramatma का सेवन means how do you consume Paramatma? Means consume the knowledge of Paramatma. And also consume go baja also means go means Prithvi. Consume the Prithvi. Consume the food from the Prithvi. Consume the herbs from the Prithvi. Consume the various aushadis from the Prithvi. And go also means sun's rays. Take the sun rays. Do cultivation. Do all those activities which are useful for you to live a life peacefully. But don't work for sthirata in this universe. Always work in such a way that to understand that there is nothing sthir in this universe. I am just telling to you as if I am a Tattva Jnani. No, I am not. As I told you 2 days back, today morning I was analyzing how many activities I am doing which are anitya, which are not helping me to attain moksha. Many activities, so many activities. So, but Paramatma says in this mantra, Go Bhajaha. So, Prithvi, Vedvani, Indriya. Go also means Indriya. Consume means use your Indriya, your Panch Gyan Indriya, Panch Karmendriya, use it properly so that your Jivatma is Surakshit inside your body. This body is Anitya, but still you must try to become safe inside the body so that you can do tapasya and realize that you are not the body. So that's what Paramatma says, It Asata. What is the meaning of It Asata? तुम लोग प्रयत्न के साथ धर्म में स्थिर हो. This sansar is anitya, but still God is advising all of us that still you must follow prayatna and dharma. Follow the dharma by prayatna. Prayatna means purusharat. We can follow, people have debates in the channel, in YouTube channel, in TV channels. How do we establish Sanatan Dharma? First and foremost thing to establish Sanatan Dharma is not Purusharat, is to understand what is Sanatan Dharma. Today, Kumbh Mela, going to temple, doing Shraddha and Tarpan and giving water to the dead people. This kind of parampara has come, which we think that is Sanatan Dharma. It's not Sanatan Dharma. It's all anti-Sanatan Dharma. So, Dharma can be established. Our Sanatan Dharma can be established, number one, by understanding what is Sanatan Dharma from Vedic scholars. And number two, by Purusharat. You see, man-made dharmas such as Islam Dharma. Islam is not Dharma, but Islam religion, I can say. Dharma word itself is Vedic. Islam religion, Christian religion, or any religion which is growing. World number one religion, fastest growing religion in the world is Islam. How they are growing? By following prayatna purusharat. By doing prayatna, continuously working. If you go and speak to any Muslim, most of the Muslims, they have basic knowledge of Quran. Many Muslim will have further knowledge in Quran. And then further many people will know full Quran. But you go and ask to any Sanatan Dharmi, they say I am a Sanatan Dharmi. What is there in Vedas? No idea. Yesterday one guy was arguing with me in idol worship. So what is there in Vedas? Nobody knows. So Paramatma says that this sansar is anitya. Why you are focusing on man-made religions? Why you are focusing on so-called Sanatan Dharma? Focus on prayatna purusharat to establish and follow the dharma made by me in the Vedas. When you adopt my Vedic Dharma, that what is Vedic Dharma? God says that go to Acharya to listen Vedas. God says to do everyday Agnihotra. God says to do Yajna whenever possible. God says to do everyday Indri Sayam, Brahmacharyam, control of senses, name jap of Paramatma. So all these things are Dharma. We can establish Sanatan Dharma by following Dharma. That means by doing Prayatna, by doing Purusharat. Then what happens? Then you will listen Vedas also. When you go and listen Yajna, when you go and sit in a Yajna, you will listen Vedas from Acharya. Then you will understand Ashwata, oh, this sansar is Anitya. No other book will explain you these secrets. Read Quran, Bible, everything. They will not explain Anityata of sansar, Nityata of Jivatma, Nityata of Paramatma, how to realize Paramatma, where Paramatma resides. They will say Paramatma resides Uppar Savant Asman. परमात्मा तो इधर है, सर्वव्यापक तुम्हारे अंदर है. परमात्मा is inside us. So here God is giving a very important knowledge that you can understand the anityata of sansar and anityata of your life only by following dharma, only by understanding and doing purusharat, prayatna in dharma. Without purusharat and prayatna, you cannot understand this anitya sansar. And if the moment you think that this sansar is eternal, you will work for eternity. You will try to stabilize yourself in this uneternal, non-eternal, mortal sansar. So thereby our avidya gets increased day by day by day, because we are out of our dharma. So first of all, please understand what is dharma, and then second of all, try to understand Vedas. Then only this anityata we can realize the anityata of everything. Even though I am talking so much, I have not realized the anityata of sansar. Even many of my activities on a daily basis appears as if that I am thinking that all these things what I see here, mobile phone, camera, all these things are permanent asset of me. No, these are anitya. So don't give your mind to anitya sansar. Don't give your mind to camera. Don't give your mind to car. Don't give your mind to wife or husband or son or daughter or property. Give your mind to Paramatma, who has made you, who has fixed the leaf on the tree. Give your mind to Jivatma to understand that Jivatma is living inside the body. This body is not Jivatma. So for that we must follow Dharma. For that we must understand what is Dharma. Dharma itself means Veda Akila Dharma Moolam. To understand Dharma we must know Vedas. So very very important. See, Maharishi says मनुष्य को चाहिए कि अनित्य संसार में अनित्य शरीरों और पदार्थों को प्राप्त होके क्षणभंगुर जीवन में धर्माचरण के साथ, जीवन क्षणभंगुर है, इट्स टोटली टेम्पररी, धर्म आचरण चाहिए. How do you do dharma acharan? How do we do dharma acharan? Without understanding dharma, how can we do acharan of dharma? How can we follow dharma? That's why dharma acharan is very very important. And dharma acharan, when we do dharma acharan, we will understand this sansar is anitya. And the moment we understand the sansar and our life is anitya, tomorrow I may not exist. The moment mrityu fear comes, yesterday I was seeing a beautiful Tamil movie. Really beautiful, unbelievable concept. So it's about poverty, very poor person. Okay, so that guy, the hero, is a very poor, ugly looking person. He was to be, the villain would have told to kill him. So hero is ugly looking, don't have power in the body. So he knows that I will be killed. The guy who is going to stab him with the knife is in front of him. He knows I will be killed. So the moment the person knows that I am going to die, when the death is in front of you, that time for him nothing else is important other than what? His chit becomes ekagra. Of course, the movie director does not see from that point of view, but I see that when death is in front of us, we will become ekagra. When there is a lion which is in front of you, for example, you are walking in a jungle, suddenly a lion is in front of you. You will not have chanchal vritti, you will have ekaga vritti. You will have, your chit will become, your vritti will become only fully focused on only one thing: how do you save yourself? And that is what we will achieve by following dharma. When we follow everyday dharma, one day will come, but we must be serious. Nitya Paramatma की उपासना करना चाहिए. Maharishi has written, नित्य परमात्मा की उपासना करके आत्मा और परमात्मा के संयोग से नित्य सुख को पाओ, अनित्य संसार से नित्य सुख पाओ. By dharma आचरण. Without dharma, the three words important I told, right? First word is Ashwata, second word is Parana. Ashwata means sansar is anitya, Parana my life is anitya. Third one is dharma acharan, go baja hai. Vedvani. By listening the Vedvani, I must follow the Vedvani. Otherwise there is no use of Vedas. God himself is saying in Rig Veda that Vedas are useless to you because you are anyway not following. People listen Vedas for, many people would have sung Ved mantra, so it is very pleasing to the ears. So people listen Vedas, it is pleasing, but it's useless. Why? Because we listen the Ved mantras and we do Kam Krodh Madlob Ahankar. And Vyas Muni speaks a bitter word. He says that just like Kutta, the dog is vomiting and then eats the vomit back. Similarly, you are listening Vedas and you are not using it. It's you are going to take birth again. Just like the vomit is eaten back by Kutta, you are doing the same thing even after listening Vedas. What is the use? So these are very strong words of Rishi Munis. So everything is related to only one thing, dharma, Sanatan Vedic dharma. Not the Hindu dharma, not the Islam, not the Christianity. So we must follow the dharma charan, then only we will understand the nityata and anityata. Beautiful mantra. Try to ponder upon many other points which are related to this mantra in your life. Note down what are the anitya activities. The activities, whatever I am doing, what are those activities which are taking me away from Paramatma. Write down the list on a daily basis. Take a diary, like I have made a book, Atma Gyan. So always I try to write. I have done this useless activity. I have done this like this. So when you continuously do, and also I write my Acharya's knowledge. I write whenever I read a book, Yoga Darshan, I make note of those points. It's important. So on a daily basis, write down the points which are the useless activities we are doing. Then slowly God will help us when we focus to remove those sins from our life. And then this diary is only for you. Don't show, no need to show to anybody. It's for your self improvement. Then slowly we can try to follow dharma. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.